Your Majesty, Consort Chen just gave birth to a cat. A literal cat. You're picking it up by the scruff of its neck. It's in pain. Can't you hear it crying? Well, shame it's a girl, though. Consort Chen had another one, and you almost dropped it. Your Majesty, she had 3 more. Oh my god, that's 5 total. She deserves a medal. I'm making her empress. That's right, my true form is a cat. I used to be a cat kept by the imperial consort. She was out of favor, so she raised me just to pass the time. Then the day the emperor died, I happened to turn human. The consort had no children, and was supposed to be buried alive with the emperor. So to save herself, she secretly added 1 character to the imperial decree. A decree that was supposed to pass the throne to the second prince. Now read, the 12th prince. Everyone was in an uproar. There were only 11 princes. Where did a 12th even come from? That's when the Empress Dowager took my hand and walked me slowly into the Great Hall, telling everyone the Emperor had kept me hidden to protect me. And just like that, I went from being an ordinary house cat to the Emperor of the realm, the whole kingdom in my paws. What they'll never know is, over the years I've been on the throne, the harem kept popping out kids left and right, and I couldn't care less. Since when do cats give birth to humans? A bunch of little strangers. But I couldn't exactly show it. Handed out gold and jewels like it was nothing. Meanwhile, the crown prince position stayed empty. Because of that, the court and the harem have been fighting nonstop. I was literally stress shedding. But I couldn't just crown some random human kid. I worked too hard for this throne. It belongs to my own babies. So I kept picking consorts. This time I went for someone particularly simple. That was Consort Chen. Luckily, she came through. Only took a couple of tries. She came to me all giddy saying she was pregnant, and then delivered 5 kittens in one go. I was over the moon. I scooped up all 5 little babies and went to make it official. She's getting the Empress title. I walk in, and there's Consort Chen on her knees, sobbing. Get up, the floor's cold. Please punish me, Your Majesty. She thought I was going to have her killed. I thought about it for a second and said, just nurse them for now. Maybe in a couple years they'll turn human. I don't know how to do that. Fair point, though. 5 kittens is a lot for one person. We're gonna need a wet nurse. A cat wet nurse. Just manage for today. Starting tomorrow, you're off feeding duty. I walked out feeling great and officially announced, Consort Chen is now Empress. As long as those kittens are around, she's Empress. Classic mom gets the title because of the kids. Of course, that decision stirred up a whole mess of problems. Ministers were filing memorials in stacks. Even the Empress Dowager sat me down and begged me not to let emotions cloud my judgment. I was so annoyed I showed up at her palace in the middle of the night. She wouldn't come out, so I started smashing her favorite antique vases. Less than 1 cup of tea later, she came out. You are the Emperor. I know I'm the Emperor, but what about this then? Show some restraint. This throne ultimately needs to go back to our royal bloodline. Huh, not my problem. She's the one who put me on this throne in the first place. I didn't say a word. I just kicked her a few times and left. From that day on, the Empress Dowager was plotting to dethrone me and put her nephew in charge. A little mouse tipped me off. She'd been having her sister sneak into the palace for gossip sessions and was working the old ministers to get her brother-in-law named a prince. Big dreams. But I'll deal with that later. Right now I'm in the middle of picking cat wet nurses. 1 imperial decree and over 100 cats were sent in. I went through every single one and finally picked out a few young mothers who'd recently given birth. And they were gorgeous, especially this one calico. Oh my god, I had never seen anything so beautiful in my life. But then I glanced over at the Empress, sitting there cradling all 5 of my kittens, and snapped right back to reality. When I brought the cat wet nurses in, the Empress froze for a second, then pulled the kittens close with a worried look. Will they hurt our children? They won't. And with that, Consort Chen gently handed the babies over to the wet nurses. But then, 3 days later, everything went sideways. Because I ignored every single person's advice and officially made Consort Chen the Empress. And then I had the kittens moved into the Eastern Palace, the residence reserved for the Crown Prince alone. The ministers completely lost it.